Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? How's everyone? Hey, Ashley, what's up? I'm good. I'm good. I'm here editing. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Um, I'm actually editing a video, which many of you have been asking me about, which is color enhancement on beards. So let me show you guys where I'm at. You see, so we actually gonna do a video with one of my coworkers about color enhancement. So I know many of you have been asking me about this. So I was like, why not? Why not? While I'm editing, I just want to answer some questions if you guys have questions. Um, hey, Panya, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's my opinion on Wall or Oster? Well, let me see. I mean, Oster is it's great. You know why? I love the fast feed. That's one of my favorite machines, to be honest with you. But I think Oster just kind of they don't care about the barber game anymore, man. They haven't come out with anything new in years. They haven't updated their machines in years. So if you make me choose between the Wall and Oster, I would definitely take your Wall. Wall with the new Wall seniors and all the Wall detailer cordless and the Magic Clip and all those clippers. I'm telling you, they're killing it when it comes to new and technology and new innovation. The same thing with Andes. Andes is doing great as well. They just released that TL liner, which is gonna be great. So yeah, I think in between Gold and Oster, I gotta give it to Wall. Oster is not even in the game anymore. What editing program I use? I use for the most part I use iMovie sometimes or Final Cut. If I edit my videos myself, yeah. You know what? Some barbers on YouTube, they kind of let other people edit their videos. But to be honest with you, for me, I think it's it's better if I edit them myself because it's a little like a better connection with you guys. Um, I wanna keep it between you guys and me. So I like editing myself. Just give it my own touch. Yeah, actually, I think, yeah, definitely. David, how about the best trimmer? Wow, David, best trimmer. You know what it is with trimmers is that it just depends on you. What do you like? Because best trimmer, there's not best trimmer. It's whatever you like. For example, for me, I really like the Andy's TL liner. For me, I think it's the best trimmer for me, for my hands. You know what I mean? But that just depends on what you like. Some people like the wall detailer. Some people like the. I mean, you know what other machine I like? The Wall Hero. It's small, but for whatever reason, I really like that machine a lot. So best streamer, whatever you like, whatever you feel comfortable with, and whatever you can afford. Also, because some clippers are more expensive than the other ones, and doesn't mean that they're better. What's my favorite cordless clipper? Ooh, that's a good one. Um, it was the Wall Magic Clip, but now with the new seniors, I've been using them for a couple of weeks already. Wow, they're incredible. They're really really good. They have so much power. I'm actually trying to do a review about the seniors. You know what other clip is really good? The Andes MV, the cordless. Those clips are really good. You cannot turn them on. They don't feel like they're powerful, but they have so much power. Like they actually cut very nicely. So those are really good. What about Andes or Walls for beginners? What do you think is best one? What's better for beginners? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think Andes, when it comes to be for beginners, I think is better. I started with a Andes Masters, and just because of the little notches on the side, I think it's easier to fade with that. But that's just my opinion. Like how I said before, whatever you like. How do you feel about 200? Yeah, I know. I saw the price. You know what? It's funny because if you go to the Andes website, the TL liners go for 250, right? But then at the event, they were selling them for I think 200, right? And then I started seeing people posting pre-orders for 145. So you know what? We don't know exactly how much they're gonna be, but I mean, if they're great, I think people it will be like an investment. If you're buying like a great trimmer that is gonna last you for a very long time for 145 or even $200, and it's great, then I mean, I think it's an investment. You gotta see it as an investment, you know. Just to let you know, I am self-taught barber. Got no barber shop yet, but I do all my friends' haircuts and love it. That's great, man. You know what? That's how I started as well. I used to cut all my friends at the basement, and that I started practicing. That's how I started practicing. You know what I used to do? I used to watch videos on YouTube back in the day, which they were not what we do now. Back in the day, all the YouTube videos were just like 2 seconds of the video, and then they will like tell you, okay, you want to see the rest, go buy this DVD or buy this or whatever. So I had to kind of guess a lot of how to cut hair. But yeah, I will practice with my friends. That's what exactly what I would do. Actually, what's your best advice that you will give someone who is in your shoes, want to be and want to make videos while you have to learn along the way? Best advice I can give you is to just go for it. You know what? I've been trying to do YouTube for so long, watching and watching and learning how to do this and that, but I would never take the big step, which was to just do videos. At the beginning, if you go back to my videos, they were really, really bad. In my opinion, they were really bad. I was trying to, I didn't know what I wanted, you know, and and you know what? But now that I look back at those videos, I realized that yeah, they were not what I wanted to do, but at least I started. You know, I started, and then once you start, it becomes easier to see. Okay, you know what? I want to take this direction. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I think starting is the hardest part. But once you do, you just it just gives you the drive to continue, no matter what people tell you, no matter if you're not comfortable with what you're doing, but then you become more comfortable. So for me, the best advice I can give you is just don't worry about the camera, the lenses, the lighting. All those things are very important, but the most important thing is just to actually do it. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. Just do what you can with what you have, and then as you grow and you get better at everything, just buy the things that you need. And obviously it's important for you to always look at investing in yourself. So always try to learn how to edit, how to do all that, you know, a little bit of photography, a little bit of videography. um, that's it. That's the best advice I can give you. Just start. That's the best advice I can give you. Start with whatever you have and just do it. Romania, did you put a different blade on the cordless magic clips or left the stock blade and just zero gap it? Yeah, I left the regular blade. I think that blade is the best. To be honest with you, the magic clip, that texturing blade, I don't know whatever it's called, is the best blade in my opinion. I mean, for me, it's the best blade. I want some Andes Masters. Oh yeah, the Andes Masters, they're great. The only thing I don't like is they're a little heavy. But I mean, for me, you know, they're a little heavy. Some barbers love the Andes Masters. So I mean, that's the best beginners clippers. Actually, I think you will love the Andes Masters. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. I feel because of the guards, I feel it's easier to fade with the Andes clippers. Just for me. I mean, with the Andes clippers, you don't need the half, you like the 116. You don't really need it, and you don't need not the 116, the half. Yeah, the 116 of the WAHL, the little one, and you don't need the 1.5 either. So I think for me, it's easier and it's quicker to play with Andes, but that's just my opinion. I've seen you have a lot of videos about haircuts and are awesome, but could you make a video about hot towel shave or or just how you have your clients? Yeah, I mean, you know what, guys, I'm trying to get new content. I'm not sure exactly what you guys want to see. I'm the type of person, I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. I feel like this world doesn't need what everybody else already has. So I want to do like different things. I want to do something that nobody else is doing. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I definitely can do a hot towel shave and maybe do a little videos about talk about teaching you guys all the things that comes to all the bit type of businesses if you guys want about like like barbering, but not just haircuts. Like there's so much more about the hair industry, not just haircuts. Yeah, actually, just that's the most important thing. Just start, just do your videos, and just what. The best advice I can give you for YouTube is don't look at the money, don't look at the subscribers, don't look at any of that stuff as much because you know what, like sometimes just because your channel is not growing the way you want it doesn't mean that what you're doing is not important, it's not valuable. You know what? Some channels grow quicker than others, but at the end of the day, like you might be changing some people's life. Like even if you just change one person's life, that's more than enough. That's what that one person can be. You can just do a 360 on their lives, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Um, People don't know Andy's master open up to a full one in wall or half. Yes and no, Victor, because you know what? Once you modify, you adjust the Andy's masters, then it's not a full one anymore. So if you zero gap that machine, it's not going to be a full one anymore. And the wall depends on which walls. The wall senior, I don't think they open up to like a one. It opens up to like a zero A, I think it is. But it depends because you can get the icon or the legend, which they open up to a full one. But it all depends. If you move the blade, then it's not a one anymore. What's your best opinion tips on how to learn and master the scissor over comb? Well, the most important thing is keeping that steady blade, like the two blades is one that you need to keep it steady always, always. So you gotta practice doing this a lot, like every day. Like I used to take the shears in the car with me and just do this the whole day until I kind of got it. So pretty much you have the two blades, and then one has to be don't move. So you just kind of move one, okay? And that's because when you move two, you might break the hair instead of cutting it. So are you when you're trying to do this, it's important that one blade stays still and the other one cuts. So the most important thing will be that. Just practice that. Just how to keep that blade steady. Um, what's the best? Walls versus Sandys. I like both. You know what? But in this case, if I have to choose, like if my life depends on it, I would choose Andy's. You struggle with a fade. You say that you're from Jamaica and you struggle with a fade. You know what? You gotta be patient. I know we all want everything like this, like right now, but things take time, man. Like it just, you know what? I didn't learn how to cut hair like from one day to the other. You know what? You guys don't know, but right now I'm trying to like learn even more because I want to learn so I can show you guys more stuff, right? So it just takes time. You have to be patient with what you're doing, and you have to be patient. You gotta practice and practice. There's this book called Mastery, right? And he talks about how it takes around like 20,000 hours to master a skill. So if you haven't cut like worth of 20,000 hours, then you still have to continue practicing. So just be patient and practice and practice. Watch videos, but watch videos and practice. Don't do what many people do. Just watch videos. No, you gotta practice as well. I just got both World Seniors and Andy's Masters. Why do I see that they change the one clipper to another in the same cut? You know what? I do this a lot. I like cutting with two clippers. I use detachable blades, how you guys see, and then at the end, when I'm done with the fade, I like using a different machine to kind of like clean up whatever I feel like needs to be touched up. The reason why I do is because I feel like having two different machines kind of creates like a different texture to the fade. Um, some people, for example, like s- removing the skin line with the seniors and then doing the fade with the masters. Okay, you don't need to do this. You don't need two machines. You just need one machine to do the haircut and one trimmer to do the shape up. So if you want to do two because in my case because I like how it looks, then great, but you don't need to. But how I said, like usually the seniors have like a surgical blade, so you can just use that to remove the skin line and then use the masters to fade the rest. I've been working for 18 years and I'm really in a good skill, but I don't know how to draw on head and I want to master. Need to have my own shop. Give me some advice. Well, you asked me like a bunch of questions on one, so how to draw on head, how to draw like do designs. You just gotta practice on paper, and then try to start small and then go from there. You want to be a master barber, you gotta be patient. You gotta practice for a long time and do a lot of haircuts. Um, and you want to own your shop, then save up all the money you make, save up as much as you can, just downsize if you have to, and then go from there. Then you can obviously try to contact a lawyer and all that stuff, so you get everything the right way, and open up your shop. It can be a small shop, and then you grow from there. Just literally how I feel. I want to change people's life, just like you and Chris Bosio and 360. You change my being serious. Yeah, you know what? I think that's the most important part. I mean, people tend to just think about the subscribers and look at channels. How many subscribers they have. But the most important thing is like, what's the impact those people are having on somebody else's life? Because I mean, to me, at least to me, that's the most important thing about that. I didn't start YouTube for the money. I didn't start YouTube for any of those reasons. Many of you don't know why I started YouTube, and I guess it's my fault because I never made a video about that. But the only reason why I started YouTube was because I started learning from YouTube. How I said, like back in the day, the videos were about like like buying DVDs and all that stuff. And you know what? I didn't have the money to buy any of that, so I would try to like learn whatever I could on YouTube. And then, how I said, some of those barbers only taught like the first part of the video, like for a minute, then they will try to sell you on something, and I was, what, like now that I know how to cut hair, let me just do something different. Let me actually give people the full information instead of just trying to trick them into buying something from me, right? And that's the reason why I started YouTube. I mean, we all started YouTube for different reasons. Chris is doing his product line and all that stuff. 360, is doing all the stuff. So we all started YouTube for different reasons, but at the end of the day, we all want to help. Well, master barber, you know what? I don't like the term master barber because master barber can mean many things in different places. For example, in New York, your license, when you get there's different licenses in New York, and one of them is master barber. That means that you did a couple more hours to get that certification, right? I think people use it just to tell them, to tell others how good they are, and they call themselves masters. But I feel, in my opinion, I will never call myself a master because there's so much to learn. I still have to learn so much, and I think I'm never gonna be able to learn everything I want. So I don't like the term. Yeah, you know what? Some people just do it for ego reasons, and that's fine, But I don't like the term. I think you never really fully master anything. What are my plans for 2018? You know what? I want to do a separate video on this because I want to talk to you guys about what I want to do for 2018. Um, but pretty much, you know what? I want to grow the Fed Barber brand, which is a brand that I kind of started a couple years ago, and I never really did much with it because I kind of didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to use that brand to show others that you can be fit in your mind, in your body, in your soul, and by being fit, you can actually achieve whatever you want. That's the main reason why I did it. Many of you guys don't know I'm a certified personal trainer as well, and like I created this brand, but at the beginning I didn't know how can I teach people that? How can I let people know that what you can become whatever you want to become, and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve as long as you're willing to work hard. Pretty much, if you want to have a six pack, you want to be in shape, you gotta work really hard. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta diet. You gotta train. You gotta do all that. And it's the same thing with your dreams. Like if you, as a barber, for example, if you want to do like have your shop and you want to do many things that many barbers want, you have to sacrifice. You gotta work really, really hard, and that's what a fit barber stands for. And I think part of my 2018 is to show people what that brand stands for. But the reason why I want to do it, and I want to do a little different than many people do, is that I want everybody to help me build that brand. So I want everybody ideas, and I want between all of us to build that brand. And that's one of my plans for 2018. All the plans that I have, I want to do classes. I want to go meet some of you guys if possible. I think it's important for me to do classes where I can actually be there and talk to you guys and listen to you guys and your questions. And you know through videos a little, sometimes it's hard to really see what you guys want to know. So um, yeah, that's another plan. I wanna just go see you guys and talk to you guys and meet you guys pretty much. Do you know how to do eyebrows? Yeah, I do eyebrows. You know what? Actually, working on a video that I'm gonna release soon about that topic. 360 versus Vasio. You know what? They're both really good at what they do. Um, I think it's hard. Depends on what you're asking, haircutting wise or what are you because they're both great barbers. You don't have. It's hard to compare them to because they're, in my opinion, they're different. Like both you kind of he does a little more of a like I mean he's a great barber, don't get me wrong, he's an amazing barber, but I think his focus is a little different than 360. I think 360 he just wants to do haircut videos and that's it. I think Basio wants to do more like a little bit of like the business and like all that stuff. So I mean they're different YouTubers, I guess. But haircutting wise, they're both great. They're both amazing barbers. And most important thing about all of that is that they're actually willing to teach the world what they do. You know what? There's amazing barbers on Instagram, but they don't want to teach anybody. If for you to learn from them, you have to pay. And that's nothing wrong with that. I support people that are trying to make money, whatever way they want. But you know what, like Chris or Yeezy or me, we're trying to teach you guys what we know and not really expecting money out of it. So they're both great. Fading for beginners, yeah, definitely. You know what? That's exactly what I want to start to do. I want to do. I think part of my fault was that I started posting all these videos about like very advanced haircuts and things like that, and I never thought about like there's a lot of people watching that just started. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing different videos for beginners. Mastering your skills is the key. Yeah, definitely. You know what? Like I'm trying to learn a lot of stuff right now. I don't think I'm that good. I mean, some of you guys think I'm good, but I don't think I'm that good. I think that I have so much more to learn, and I think that's the beauty of it. If I knew how to do everything, I think I would have just gone to a different career. For real, I will be bored. The salon guy, what's up, brother? What's up, man? Yo, we have to link up, bro. We got things to do together. La Paz sea contigo. Fading for beginners. Yep, we're gonna do more videos. Rosie, thank you for that. You know what? Yeah, I said like when I started, I didn't get as much help as I would have liked, and I think it's part of learning. To me, part of learning is sharing what you know with others. Like if you ever in the position that you know how to do something, always remember to share that with others. Share, like help other people grow as well, because you know what, there's gonna be a point in your life that you're gonna need somebody else's help, and it just feels good, man. It just feels good to help people, and that's the most important part. Some people don't realize that helping others is one of the best feelings in the world. So always help. I'm starting barber school in Alaska in a few weeks, man. You inspire me, brother. Thank you. God bless you, man. You know what? I'm happy for you too that you're starting barber school. You know what? I learned by myself, and sometimes I regret not going to school at the beginning because I think I could have learned maybe not fading because sometimes or hair cutting because sometimes in school you don't learn that stuff as much. Well, it depends on the school you go to, but you do learn a lot about the structure of how to work on a salon or a barbershop and all that stuff. So I'm glad that you're starting this way. What I did is I started cutting hair, and then I went to school to get my license. So um, that's great that you're starting this way. What inspired me? You know what, guys? Many of you have been asking me about this and how I said my fault for never posting and sharing with you guys why I became a barber. I will do a video about this later, but yeah, let me tell you a little bit of story. My story, I mean, I think it's very similar to what other barber stories is. I started when I graduated high school. Um, both my parents went to school. They went to college. My dad has a PhD. My mom has a master's. So for me, it was kind of like I had to kind of go to school type of thing, right? I was never the. I mean, I was a good student because of my parents. I had to be a good student, but I was the type of student that I will only like certain things, right? and other things, other subjects that I didn't care about, I didn't care about, and I just, you know what, I didn't want to waste my time with that, right? So when I graduated high school, I started going to college, and then obviously I got to the age of my parents were telling me, you know what, you have to pay for your own school because that's how they did it, and they wanted me to learn that, right? So I started going to school full time, and then I will work at night. So I will work from 10 at night until 6:30 in the morning, and then after that I will like go shower and then go to school. Then after school I will sleep for a little bit, and then I will do homework and then just do that all over again, right? I did that for a couple months, and then it got to a point that I was just like, wow, like there has to be a better way for this, right? I know I have to go to school because I felt that that's what I needed to do, because that was the ticket to success to go to college, and then I had to pay for my own stuff. So but I started thinking there has to be a better way, right? So then I had a couple of friends at a barbershop, and when I would go get my haircut, I used to kind of like being there. Sometimes I would go for maybe like half an hour before my appointment and just hang out with them and all that stuff. And they all had like nice cars and nice clothes and all that stuff, right? So I started seeing, what, there has to be money in barbering, and I just kind of thought it was cool, it was really cool. And then one day I told one of my friends, which is Nestor, I work with him now. I asked him, you know what, could you show me how to cut hair? And then he was like, yeah, of course. So what I would do, I started going to his shop to see how he would cut, and then he would show me a couple of things, but then. And then I like being in the shop, So then what I did, I would go back home and start looking online everything I could about barbering, especially YouTube, how I said. And then I always been really good with computers. So for me, I was going to school for computer programming actually, and I graduated from computer programming and minor in business. And then when I was researching all that stuff, I was like, wow, this is interesting. Like sometimes I would go to school and I hated being in school, but this was interesting. I kind of wanted to be there. Like kind of to be at the shop and learn how to do all that stuff. And I do like a lot of artistic stuff. I used to draw. I used to do like play-doh, like sculptures and things like that. So for me, learning how to cut hair, it became a little easier just because I already had the artistic part of it. And then when I was learning how to cut hair, then what I started doing was that I would work at night, so 10 to 6:30. Then I would go to school. I would sleep for like maybe like 3 4 hours. Then I would go to the shop to learn how to cut hair. Then I would go home, do homework, and all over again, right? Then I became comfortable. I started cutting my friends in the basement where I used to live, right? And then I started cutting all my friends like that. Then little by little, I started realizing, you know what? I kind of like this. Like I didn't like going to school, but I like this a lot. So then that's what I started doing. I started like cutting them. Then when I got better, I told Nestor to help me out and see if he could hook me up with a chair at his shop. And there was no openings, so he sent me to another shop in the same city, right? And then I started working there. So the same thing, I would just work at night, go to school in the morning, then work in the barbershop for a couple hours, and then sleep a little bit, and then the same thing all over again. I will do that every single day. Then I started getting a lot of clients, and it wasn't because I was good at cutting hair. It was because my customer service. Since I worked before in different places, I learned how important customer service was. So I became better. In my opinion, I was a little better customer service than many of the guys at the shop. Not that they were bad, but I think they were just so good at cutting hair that their customer service was like, it was like whatever. So um, I focus on that, and I focus on the customer service, and that's how I got my clients, right? So, anyways, I did that for like a whole year. Then it got to a point that I was like, you know what, it's too much. Obviously, it was way too much. I was sleeping 2 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes, and it was just too much for me. So then I made the decision to just leave my job at night and just focus on going to school in the morning and then working at the shop in the afternoon. And yeah, as soon as I finished college and graduated, then I started working full time at the shop, and I've been doing that for 10 years already. And that's pretty much the story. I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of details in there, but that I didn't say. But that's pretty much the story for everyone that wanted to know. Julian, what's up, David? Clippers, oh, what's up, bro? Salute to you, bro. Caesar, salute to you as well. All right, guys. I think you know what? I gotta go because I'm trying to do this hairstyle and like this video. I think you guys are gonna love this video. I think it's gonna be very useful for you guys, very valuable. And let's see. That's amazing, David. I'm 19. I just want to. Actually, you know what? The most important thing, in my opinion, and something I don't like about how what the industry is doing right now is kind of put female barbers on a category. So now if you're a female barber, they call you female barber, and I don't think that's right. I think you're just a barber. That you happen to be a woman, that's a different story. But I mean, you're a barber. So the most important thing is that you have to get out of your mind that things are going to be different because you're a female. I understand that things might be different because you're a female, but I feel like if you would just worry about that, it's going to kind of keep you from going all in what you want to do. So actually, sometimes being a female barber is actually it has the advantages. I'm gonna tell you something. If your skill level are the same as another barber in your shop, most likely guys are gonna go to you because first you're a girl, second um, sometimes women tend to be more clean, tend to like take their time more and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, if the skill levels are the same, I think most guys will love to go to a girl instead of a dude. How can I keep my beard line as straight as possible at years without lowering it or contouring by making minor mistakes, which I have to be right now? Well, mine I don't do it like super straight. To be honest with you, I just kind of clean it up, natural, because I don't like it to, like I don't want to push it back. So it all depends on how your beard grows because everybody's beard grows different. So you know what you can do, send me a picture of your beard, then it's easier for me to help you. Well, this is the last question I'm gonna ask because I gotta go. I'm gonna go take care of the baby and all that stuff. So my favorite clipper, trimmer, and shaver. Clipper, wow, my favorite clipper is the Andy Super ZR. I love cutting with Detachables. I know a lot of people don't, but I love cutting with Detachables. So that's my favorite clipper. Trimmer, trimmer, I have to say the Andy's TL liner or the WAHL Hero. But yeah, I would say the TL liner. And shaver, wow, the shaver to me, I don't have a preference when it comes to shaver. Either the Andy's or the WAHL. They're both great. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this live. You know what? I really appreciate it. If you guys kind of like me doing this type of videos, let me know. Then we can actually have a nice conversation and get to know you guys a little more, and you guys get to know me a little more. So which is important. I gotta say I want to build something between all of us because this is not about me. It's about all of us. I want all of us to grow. I want you guys to help me grow, and I want to help you guys grow. I think that's called synergy, and that's how we all can grow, and be better. So yeah, that's it, guys. I thank you for your time, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.